Let's talk about something many people forget: winterizing your robot mower. If you live somewhere with real winters, like I do, this part is worth paying attention to. A few simple things now can save you a lot of grief when spring comes back around. Before putting it away, ensure the underside, the blades and wheels are clear of grass and dirt. This one's been up for a while, and you can see the wheels are quite jam-packed with mud and other gunk. You probably don't need to go full mad with a pressure washer. Actually, you probably shouldn't. Refer to your user manual to see what it says about this. Mine says I can use a normal pressure hose and spray it clean. Something like this, connected to your normal tap. I'll do that soon, and then let it dry before moving it to its winter storage location. More on that soon. Alternatively, if you prefer a more hands-on approach, you can use a soft brush, something like this one here, or a damp cloth. Remove all the debris so it doesn't harden or cause corrosion over the winter. Right, now that the mower is nice and clean, I've left it on the side to dry, and I'm going to attend to the base. This base is one of the newer versions where it has these small plates where the battery connects to, and it's basically a piece of plastic with some connections for the cables, and then of course the power supply itself. Now, I would recommend that the power supply, because it contains electronics and can not typically take very low temperatures, I think this thing would need to come inside. What this company have done works is that they allow you to disconnect it from the cable that connects to the main docking unit. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to remove it from the cable. I will leave this exactly as it is now because wires and hard plastic can take low temperatures, and just move this part inside. It's very simply unscrew and pull. These can stay outside. This little boy is going to come with me inside and be stored with next to my works mower. If you need to take this inside for some reason, for example, you need to charge your mower, then you can either do that now when it's still nice and warm, let's say it's now autumn, or later on in spring after winter when you need to give it a little charge just before you take it out. Hi everybody, we're now inside. The machine is nice and clean and mostly dry, so we'll concentrate on some internal maintenance items. If your model allows it, remove the blades now, as they will rust over the winter. If that happens, when they need replacing in the spring, they will be tough to remove. So in my case, they almost always do need replacing. So as they're cheap, I always start the new season with a fresh set. This is what I will need: a screwdriver, and to clean the actual screw section where the screwdriver goes in, I used my little knife to remove some of the gunk from inside that's built up over the last few weeks, and I do that for every screw. And then once that's all clean, I have 3 blades, so I need to do this 3 times. I will use my screwdriver to move in there and open this here and remove the screws. Firstly, remove the blade. I will use a little bit of paper towel just to clean the excess grass and gunk that's around the blade that collects over time. The screw a little bit to clean that one, and then put the screw back again so that first of all you don't lose them, but also it protects the thread. You don't need to tighten, just a little bit so that it doesn't come off, and you move along to the next. This is a big one. Fully charge the battery in its usual docking area before storing the mower. If your mower allows, you can remove the battery and then bring them both inside. My battery is inside here. So if I turn this around so that I can show you, this model allows me to open the battery compartment like so and remove the battery like so. So this is my, without dropping it, this is my battery that I will keep disconnected from the machine and store in a dry place. Typically, I also bring in the charging base, as there may be part of it that can get damaged by extreme cold. As you've seen earlier, I've chosen for now to leave it outside. My charge base doesn't really break in extreme cold, but I may bring it in the springtime because I require the base to be connected to the charging ports here when I reconnect my battery to just give it a little bit of a charge before it starts its summer tour. So inside you need to prepare somewhere cool and dry, neither freezing nor too cold. Temperature of around about 10 to 15 degrees Celsius is ideal. If the battery stays inside the mower, just make sure it's disconnected from the charging base. About 1 month before you take it outside again for its first mowing in spring, you can connect the battery to the mower and plug it in so that it can receive a full 24 hours of charge. Then unplug it again until the day it's put back to its outside usual lawn spot. Don't just leave the poor thing sitting in the garden shed with frost creeping in. Keep it in a dry, frost-free place. Garage, a utility room, or anywhere that doesn't drop below 0. Avoid placing a plastic bag over it. That traps moisture and can damage the electronics. Even if you think it's dry, there are always parts of it where moisture creeps in. I'll probably cover this in spring, but when you wake it up in spring, check the app or your account for any firmware updates. Manufacturers often fix bugs or improve performance over winter, and it's better to update now before it starts its marathon summer lawn care. Finally, take a walk around your lawn and check the boundary wire. Winter's a great time to spot any breaks or loose pegs. Fix them now, and you'll avoid those annoying outside working area errors when you start mowing again. And that's your winter care mini guide, calm and practical.